Good evening, everyone. And it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the session of Lead or Led By. And today, you are given an activity that's called mirror activity. And I am 100% sure that you all have done that activity, although I received 3 reflections on the LinkedIn. But I know that some of you were not able to even find that where to share the reflections. That's why you couldn't share with me. I'm 100% sure that everybody must have done it. And even I have done it, and I have also shared my reflections on the LinkedIn. Whenever you find time, please go through. Because when we read the reflections of other people, then naturally we understand the emotions of our friends, colleagues, and then we understand that what the people are thinking. And in most of the cases, you will find that most of them are thinking on the same direction. There is not much changes in the thought process of the people. You know what I am thinking about me. Maybe some of you are also thinking on the same line. So what I was thinking when I looked at the mirror is really something very surprising, and that I have already shared, and you can go through. It's really interesting also to read about my reflections. But anyway, here I would like to narrate a story of a small girl when I was in Hamdard Public School. So in grade 7, there was a girl who was like reasonably okay, like she was average looking girl, we can say, but not very ugly and not very bad. And she was little fat, not as fat as I am. I am really quite heavy, but she was not like that. But I found that most of the time she used to be like quite angry, quite upset, quite irritating, quite like disturbing the people in the class, and not being very friendly with the people. Then as a class teacher, I called her in my staff room, and then I asked that what exactly is the reason. And then she said that the people, the classmates, they always do body shaming with her, and then they all give her some nicknames, and because of that she has started believing that she is not good. She has started believing that she is bad. She has started believing that she is not as pretty as other girls of the class, and that was the reason that has taken up in the form of irritation, form of disturbance, form of not being very friendly with the people. And like in other way we can say that she was harming herself, although she was thinking that I am taking revenge from the people, from the classmates, from the colleagues. But she was not, it was not a revenge, it was harming herself and bringing a negativity to her own life. Then that time I was not that well equipped to bring drastic change in her. But yes, somehow I try to counsel her and try to make her understand that you are good enough, you are beautiful, you are not bad, you are not ugly, let the people say what they say. So like that, I just made her understand, but it was not very effective at that time. Now I realize that if I would have been at that place now, then I am like better equipped. I know more skills, I know more ways, more methods. I have more tools with me that can make the person feel good about himself or herself. There's a reason why when we start the session, we start with this, that what exactly we feel for ourselves. When we look in the mirror, what is our self-image? In the previous meetings, whenever I have conducted, one of the participants said that, showed me the picture that where a cat was looking in the mirror, and the cat was looking herself as lion. You know, so the people think that if you are a cat and you are thinking that you are a lion, first of all, let me know what is your opinion about this type of self-image, that you are a cat and you are looking in the mirror and you are looking the image of a lion as your own image. Please write in the chat box if you agree that this is good and this is nice. Or if you think that you are not, you don't approve this type of self-image, or if you approve this type of self-image, so please write in the chat box. Sarita is saying it is good. Okay, Sarita, approve. Yes, next. Others, please. Nadeem is saying it is good. Ajab is saying I don't approve. Tazin is saying I too appreciate. Aisha is saying not approved. Okay, so now we have got like 2 teams. One team is saying that approved, the other team is saying not approved. So let me have a little debate for 2 minutes. May I request the people, or may I request those who are approving and not approving, can you come on the screen, or would you like to speak from the behind? So first, those who approve this, please unmute yourself and let me give the reasons that why do you approve this? Yes, Sarita.
Because it says that this image predicts you the leadership quality in you, standing strong and confident, and can be a smart leader of the institute. This is how I see myself, being a strong person to handle my overall team and my institute.
Okay, very well said. Valid point. Now, those who don't approve, what argument do you have?
Ma'am, the one which I don't approve is the cat looking into the mirror, finding itself as a lion. So maybe the cat is overconfident.
Okay.
Though she means maybe they don't have that much power of like a lion, but she's thinking of.
Okay. So you said that it is overconfidence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now those who approve, do you have any counter argument for this?
I don't think so, Halima. What I think, when you are motivated, when you are thinking that you can conquer the world, you're capable enough to do anything. So that is, you can feel larger than the life sometimes. So if the one has that kind of thinking, if the cat is thinking like a lion, it means that even that the difficulties there in front of that person can face that, can try to weigh out how to handle that. That
Okay,
is,
yes, Tazeen, I think is on the video. Yes, Tazeen, do you want to share something? Tazeen, we are not able to listen to you. I think your audio is not connected. No, your audio is connected, but I don't know why you are not audible. Can you check your volume? Okay, we'll get back to Tazeen. Nadeem, what is your say on this? Nadeem, do you have to say something about this? We have a senior person as well with us, Yasmin Hussain. Yasmin, what is your say on this?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the cat and the lion, you said, right?
Yes.
It is like, it's a very thin balance. It could be self-confidence. It could be overconfidence. Actually, what we perceive and what we think of ourselves to be, that may not be reality. Because we are into our own thoughts and emotions thinking that what we are is this. But what we portray and what others see us may be very different.
Yes.
So this balance has to be made. We have to understand what exactly we are.
Okay, good, Yasmin. So now one more, we can say the aspect has come in, that what we think of ourselves and what the people think about us. What I think is, like, my personal opinion, maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree, that if you are cat and you are with some purpose. If you are lion, you are with some purpose. If you are goat with some purpose. If you are giraffe with some purpose. So each and every creature has been created for some purpose. If I am Halima with some purpose. And if you are Fawzia with some purpose. So if Fawzia is thinking that I am Halima and looking in the mirror, and if I am looking in the mirror and I am thinking I am Aishwarya Rai, so this is foolishness, I must say. Because what you are, and what you have been created with a purpose. You have been created with objective, and we have to look at our own objectives, on our own purpose, on our own capabilities, on our own faculties. Like Einstein says that if everybody will be assessed on the same parameter as we do in our examination, then some of the people will think they are fool. Like suppose if you ask the fish to climb a tree, then naturally the fish will think that fish is full because she cannot climb the tree. So fish is created to swim, not to climb. Monkeys are created to climb, not to swim. So everybody has been created for some specific purpose. Some specific qualities are given to them. Some specific faculties are given to them. So we have to focus on that. And then by focusing on that, we have to move ahead and we have to work upon that. That's our like motto in this session, in this program, that we have to make the person realize that what is their best version. If I am Halima, this version, maybe Halima 2.5 is going to be better. And if Halima 5.5 is going to be better. So how Halima can be a better version, that is the purpose of this. So cat looking at the mirror and seeing herself as lion, I think this is not appropriate for the cat, because the cat should look at the confident cat, brave cat, clever cat, capable cat, okay? With all the adjectives, whatever the cat can associate with her, the cat should see her with those adjectives. That's what is expected from the people. So thank you very much. It was really a nice discussion. I really enjoyed, and I have got lots of points from you all. Thank you for sharing. Now, why it is important to have the positive self-image? Because positive self-image is important for our overall well-being, success, and relationships. These three are the major areas of any human being. Secondly, we human beings very easily get into negativity. So our positive self-image always protects us from the negative self-talk. You know, sometimes our mind will keep on saying, no, you can't do. No, it's not your cup of tea. No, it is difficult. No, you have not done before. No, it is going to be a failure for you. No, the people will laugh at you. So this type of negative self-talk can only be overcome by our positive self-image. Then positive self-image helps us to recognize our strength. You know, I remember that I have never thought that I'm going to be so confident with the strangers if I would have not started meeting with the strangers and being friendly with them, you know. So when you meet any person, you always think that the person is my friend, not enemy. If you meet any person, you always think the person is liking me, not disliking me or hating me. When you meet any stranger, you think that the person is going to help me, not to refuse or any assistance or help. So if we have this type of positivity, and this positivity will come when we have positive self-image, because I don't find any fault in me, in my personality, in my appearance, in my face, in my way of talking. So why people will hate me? Long ago, I think in 2003, I printed my poetry book. This is a collection of my poems in Urdu language. So that time I wrote one line that is still I remember. I don't remember the full couplet, but one line I remember. Mila nahi koi dushman, ye majra kya hai? Like it was like ye kya hai, ye kya hai, ye kya hai. So there was one line that mila nahi koi dushman, ye majra kya hai? Like I didn't find any enemy. What is this? Because I am not enemy of anyone. I am not hating anyone. So that's why I couldn't find. And then our self-image always affirms our self-worth. If we are positive about ourselves, then naturally we think that we are worthy in this world. Now, how we can improve it? That is very important. You know, we cannot say that my self-image level is 10 and somebody's self-image level may be on 100 or somebody may be on 50. So it is something that can be improved. And it is something that always decreased also. You know, if something negative happens, then it goes down. So it is something that increases and decreases. How it improves? The major role is played by physical. If physically we are fit, we are fine, and we are indulged into physical activities, even if we are little fat, like I'm little fat, but even if we are little fat, but we are into physical activities, that gives you the satisfaction that yes, I'm regularly exercising. So that improves our mood, and that gives us our energy, and that promote overall health. And then meditation and mindfulness. Yes, of course, if we are sitting alone, me and my me time. And then when we are reflecting upon us, when we are connected to the nature, connecting to the God and creator, and then we are meditating, we are not always listening to the people talking, and I'm also replying. That always makes us low. That always gives us low self-image. So that's important. And third thing is that self-help programs, as you people are attending this program, congratulations for this. These programs also helps us to build upon our self-image. How many of you, when you take shower, what exactly you say when you are taking the shower? Any particular thing? What goes on in your mind? What words are coming out of your tongue? Do you remember? Anyone?
Hey, I kind of just have my to-do list for the day when I'm taking a shower.
Okay.
And if there is a problem, I don't know, but why the solution is always when I'm showering. So
Okay, fine. Good. Yes. Any other activity that you do? Somebody has written in the chat box. Let me check. What is that? I am on the way of going. Okay, Nadeem, up to Bihar, and I have some network problems. I don't know. People are traveling nowadays. So now this transportation company, the aeroplanes, trains, buses, cars, taxis, this industry is going to richer and richer and richer. You know, 3 people are traveling at the same time when we are here, hardly 8 people. So out of 8, 3 people are on the way. Anyway, wish you best of luck, Nadeem. And whenever you find network, you please join and then share. So when I shower, you know, in the morning, I always say, keep on saying in the mind, not by the tongue, that today is going to be the good day. It's the best day. I can do it. Nothing to worry. There is nothing that is called impossible. There is no situation that cannot be turned into the best situation. So this type of self-talk, really, it helps. And when any negativity comes to my mind, immediately I just change into the positive. No, why bad will happen to me? No, I am capable of handling the bad situation, bad things. Then naturally it is going to turn into positive, into good situations. Then we should always make, you know, goal setting. We will have a separate session, but here just I will mention this, that we should always have the small goals, and let's accomplish that goals and then pat our back. Yes, well done, I did it. It can be as small as cooking dinner. It could be as small as packing the tiffin for your child. It could be as small as delivering a lesson in the class. And with your satisfaction, if you have done it, yes, just pat your back and celebrate these small achievement, small accomplishments. That really gives us lots of self-confidence, and then that builds our self-image. And then self-compassion. Whenever I talk about compassion, I always remember one incident when I was very angry with a tailor who did not complete my stitching on time. And then I remember that I went to his shop and I yelled at him like anything. And I said all blah, 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 blah. I still don't remember that what all I said, but yes, I remember that I commented some personal things also that I should have not done. And when I came back home, I was just restless. I couldn't sleep because whenever you do anything wrong with the people, you cannot sleep well. That there is a prick in the heart, and you will always be thinking, and you will not come out of that. And you will not believe that then after a few months, I came to know that that particular tailor passed away. And that guilt is still in my heart. I still remember, and I always pray, to Almighty to forgive me, because, you know, without asking forgiveness and without he forgiving me, he passed away. I couldn't even ask him to forgive me. That is like, we have to be kind and compassionate. Even if he has not given my clothes, I am not roaming around without clothes. I have so many sets of clothes in my almirah. If somebody has not stitched on time, how it's going to make much difference in my life? I would have thought that. I would have been kind enough with him. I would have not yelled at him, because now he passed away. He is into the better place. We all know that after death, we go to our creator and we are at a better place. There is no stress, no anxiety, no guilt feeling. But I am under guilt feeling. So it is giving stress to me, not to him. So whenever we do anything wrong, whenever we are harsh, whenever we are showing anti-kindness, anti-compassionate, it always brings negativity to us. And we always criticize us. We cannot accept us. We always say that I am so bad. I did so. I should have not done this. So this practicing self-compassion is really very important for the self-image. Aisha, you have raised the hand. May I know what exactly is the reason for raising the hand?
Yes, ma'am. The self-compassionate, the one which you just now told early in the morning, it happened the same with me on the way. The general which I've written, I told my son we will be writing down onto the on the way when I'm taking your admission, and he lost my paper. So I yelled at him, and I was so angry on him. Later, then when I messaged you, I became very calm. Now I'm getting the guilt, why did I scold my son about this?
Very true, very true. Suppose if you have not written something, what should I do? What will I do?
Yes.
Suppose if I was very kind enough, I said, okay, no issues. But suppose if I was not
Yeah.
that kind and I was little strict, I would have
Yes.
just said, what Aisha, what did you do? You should have done on time. That's all.
Yes, yeah. That is what, ma'am. After receiving your message, I felt so calm, and then I'm feeling very bad on my part that why I scolded my son. I could have done it later. Then I asked you about the time, like, can I write it there later? Because I'm on the way of some emergency, right? So when I'm onto this session now, I'm feeling very bad on my part, why I did that.
Okay, Aisha, so now what is your next step?
Like what, ma'am?
Like I didn't
I
get
feel-
chance for my next step because the gentleman, when I came to know that he is no more here, so I couldn't
Yeah.
take the next step. What is your next step?
Yeah. I'm feeling very bad right now, ma'am.
Your next step,
Uh,
can friends suggest next step to Aisha?
Yeah, sure, ma'am, please. Because I'm really puzzled when I'm in this situation now.
Yeah, yes, friends.
Ask for forgiveness.
Yes, very good. You go and you tell your sir that, son, I am very sorry, my son. I was that time under stress. That's why I yelled. And now I realize that I should have not done that. You go and you say, and then you see that how.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's with me only, ma'am, and he's smiling at
Okay, Aisha. Okay. Thank you very much for
me.
sharing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Halima,
ma'am.
one thing.
Yes, Fazia, please.
Yes, I just want to know when sometime happen that some argument or something very, the bad situation you face with, with someone, what to do in that case? You don't feel like to forgive that person also. What to do in that case? So someone has done, um, I'm taking someone has behaved so badly with you.
Yeah.
You don't feel like to forgive that person ever. What to do in that case? How to, make yourself, though in the morning, today when I said, na, yeah, I was so positive. I was thinking I never talk about this, but I'm just discussing this. That as you said, na, when they even they don't feel sorry even.
Okay, so Fazia, do you remember the incident that one lady used to throw the garbage of our prophet?
Yes.
And then he used to just pass by, and then one day the lady didn't throw. Then he went and he asked that, why didn't you throw on me today? Is it okay? Are you all right? Then he said that she is not well, and she was greatly impressed. And then she said, okay, I'm sorry. Whatever I did for you, with you. So if somebody is always doing something wrong with you, we have to just ignore, because ignore or avoid, that is something that is the first stage. Second stage is that in private you sit with the person, although I know it is the most difficult thing, But yes, in private, when no one else is there, only you and that person is there, you sit
Okay.
and then you ask, and then you say that kindly let me know that what exactly is bothering you about me, why it is always happening that when I speak something, you oppose or you are not agreeing to my point of view. Is there anything that I have done wrong? At times what happened that there are certain assumptions in our minds. And we think that, okay, he must be thinking this, that's why he is behaving like this. And while there must be some other reasons. So it's always better when we can one-to-one clarify. Yesterday only it happened with me that in my inaugural session, one of my friend was supposed to come. She is a great trainer, but she couldn't come. I thought that maybe she asked me once a favor from me, and I couldn't do. So I immediately thought that maybe she is upset with me because I have not done that, whatever she asked me for the favor. Then I messaged her and I said that you were missed in the inaugural program and I was expecting you. And then what exactly is the reason that you didn't come? And then I added one sentence. I said that if I have done anything wrong with you, you please just forgive me, but please be with me because I need you as support, as pillar of strength. Immediately, she then called me up and she said, no, it's not like that at all. I am facing some physical health issues. I have some leg issues and there is some therapies going on. Some new therapies nowadays have come, aqua therapy, something she mentioned. And she's not here, she's in Singapore. So that's the reason why I couldn't make it. And you should not think even that I will be angry with you or I will be upset with you. So that's what I'm thinking, that at times assumptions are there in the mind. So you please talk directly, one-to-one. And one more mistake we do in the relationship, because especially I will talk about relationship when we will come to the relationship management. There is a session on that also. One mistake we make in the relationship, that we talk like, if I have to say something to Fauziya, I will never say to Fauziya, but except Fauziya, I will say to the entire world. Okay, that Fauziya did with me. Fauziya said like this with me. Fauziya always does like this with me. Fauziya is totally unaware. She is blank. But the entire world knows that Fauziya does something with Halima. This we have to curb immediately. If I know that Fauziya is doing something with me, Fauziya has the first right to know that I am thinking in this way. And then I have to discuss with Fauziya face to face in private, not in public.
Okay.
It is very difficult to accept anything in public. There is always ego. So if in private we are discussing, then it will be nice, it will be fine. In most of the advanced countries, you will find that there is a coffee culture, okay? So coffee meeting culture, even in Maldives also, it was very common, very, very common. So if there is anything happening, even between the parents, if anything happens, both the parents, one of them will invite that, okay, come, let's have a coffee. And they don't sit at home. They don't sit in the school. They go to the coffee shop, and both of them, and then both of them discuss and then come to the conclusion. If you are on the coffee table, naturally, you have like lots of mutual understanding with each other and the things will be specified. Okay, so now, dear friends, let's look at the role of the people around us. Social support. When I don't receive any compliment, like maybe more than 1 week, I really start doubting myself. I really start doubting my own presentations and my own capabilities. And then I said, was it good or it was not good? It was because I didn't receive the appreciation. That's what called encouragement from the people. And we have to do that. Whenever anybody has done anything, immediately appreciate, immediately encourage. You know, this will not require any monitoring expenditure from us, but only a few words. And then empathy. If somebody is not able to do something as we are expecting, we should keep ourselves in the place of that person. And then we could understand the situation. And then validation. People say that we see the people on the height, but do we bother to see that from where the person has started, how we measure the height? If always we are just looking on the top and we see that, okay, 10 people are on the top, but there may be 90 people just below them. But they started even from the farthest place. So we should always give the value to that. Maybe a child has got 90 marks, but he's already 70%er. And now he has got 90. But if a child has got 70 marks and he was 30%er, then naturally, whom should be appreciated more? The one who has got 70.
70%.
Yes, but what we people do in the class, we hardly bother about 70%ers. We always clap only for the 90%ers. There will be coffee with principal, there will be appreciation, there will be certification, there will be this, there will be that, everything for the 90%ers. So this validation is important. We have to look at the struggle. We have to look at the circumstances. We have to look at from where the person has started. And then gratitude. Recently, I met a girl who was going through like under lots of things in the marital life. Okay. And she has lots to say about in-laws, about husband, about this, about that. I just asked her one question. If you have gone through so many things, why are you still in that relationship? Then she paused. Then I said, don't you think that you have got a good house, you have got a family, you have got a child, you have got your basic needs being fulfilled? So she said, yes. I said, let's be grateful for that. And then let's start improving the situations by being positive. If we always have negativity about the people, about the house, about the relationship, about everything, then the things will become worse. It's not going to improve at all. So we have to have the gratitude always. Thankful. We have to be thankful to Almighty, our family members, our friends, everybody, whosoever is in our. And not only being grateful in the mind, in the heart is going to be beneficial, but we have to write down. We have to tell the people. Sometimes, we take our family for granted and we think, oh, he must be knowing that I am his wife and I love and I am very much grateful to him. No, he also needs some words to be said. Similarly, sometimes we take siblings for granted. Sometimes we take our friends for granted. That we have to ensure that we are showing our gratitude towards them. Social media has made lots of girls and people even feeling low and having low self-image. Because social media will always promote one standard of beauty, one standard of physical appearance, and that standard is considered to be the standard for everyone. If you can curb the usage of social media, that is always good for you. And if you are on the social media, let's have some understanding that why beauty products are being sold or by being advertised so much. Because behind everything, there is a business. There is nothing called zero size zero size is only the standard size. No. Because there is a business mafia behind that. And they promote such type of things. And our young generation, or maybe the girls and boys, those who don't have the maturity level, they always think that this is the thing that makes me good or bad or best or beauty or pretty or ugly or whatever. The impact of social media on self-image is really has to be observed, has to be taken care of. Otherwise, it's going to spoil the self-esteem, the self-image, the self-reflection of the people, and that's going to affect their performances at their workplace and even in their personal life. Now, sometimes a few things happens in our life, and that really makes us feel that we are low. Suppose if a girl is very good, but in the marital life, she is not successful. And like suppose she is separated or divorced or whatever. then the girl also start or even the boy, in both the cases, not only girl, I should say, both the gender. So they will start thinking that there is some problem in me, and that will bring their self-image down. Sometimes suppose if you appear for the interviews in many jobs and you couldn't find the jobs, that will make you feel that your self-image, like you will have your own self-image very low. So these type of things will happen in life. In that we have to take support from the external agencies. External, maybe our parents, friends, family, or maybe the professionals. We should not be shy. Earlier, I used to think that if I talk about my failures, if I talk about my not achieving much, then it's going to be very shameful. No, it's not. And you will not believe, one of my cousin told me that you are very fond of announcing your failures, but I am not very fond of. I would like to keep my image very clean and neat. I said, whatever is the fact, if we are describing, you will not believe, even for doing simple B.Ed, that you all must have done B.Ed since you are in the education field. A simple B.Ed has given me so much trouble that you will not believe. If there will be time, I will be talking about that. How many times I couldn't get, how many times it has given me setbacks, how many times what happens. And then finally I did from the most prestigious university, from Delhi University. So it's patience and perseverance that helps you. So, dear friends, that setbacks should be our bouncing back effect on us, not breaking us. If we have the capability of having positive self-image, if we are in the mode of seeking help from others, if we have the capability of growing from adversity, and if we are having the capability of maintaining our positive perspective in life, then naturally we can very easily overcome the setbacks and still maintain our self-image. So thank you very much. This is all that's I want to share with you all. Now we are going to have our discussion session where you all are going to share your morning activity, that how it has helped you in building the self-image.